forget. And it's 10:01. There's no time like the present. Right? Maybe. I don't know. All right. Yesterday we looked at law of logs, and then as I was looking for some stuff, it's like, man, I found all sorts of better ways to teach this with things like this stuff up here. But the multiplication or product law, the log of a product is equal to the sum of the logs. Log base 2 of 8 is 3. Log base 2 of 2 plus log base 2 of 4. And there's a couple of questions. We'll look at stuff like that. The quotient becomes subtraction and vice versa. And the power rule, if you take an exponent, you can drop it out in front. We did a couple different things where we combine stuff. Pick up a few more stragglers. Oh, Amy is here. We did this evaluate. This one I noticed after. Well, 125, I can write that as 5 to the power of 3. 32 is 2 to the power of... I could have done this step earlier and simplified my exponents. You end up getting the exact same thing. Today we're going to look at these two, and then I went and found those are some proof type stuff, some extra practice. I picked the stuff that's useful. This is some stuff from Mrs. Legier that's got some other things, but like something like that we can simplify. It's all about making life a little bit easier. And I'll go through bits of that and hopefully put some answers up later.
Mr. McKay.
Your dad's on the phone?
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Oh.
So I have a question. Did you put up did you, is that on the files thing?
I think I updated it. Come on, brain. Teams. Come on, hurry up. Law of logs. I think. Oh, I might have exported it. Oh, that's only got 5 pages and one of them is blank. Now let me see. Sorry. Thanks for checking up and making sure I don't mess things up.
No, that's okay. I just wasn't sure.
Oh no, it's morning. Now that chemistry's in the morning, I take the kids to. So this one I think is going to have. Well, we're going to replace it anyhow. Now it should have like 8 pages or 9. There we go. So that's got everything filled in. There. Okay. Sorry about that. But law of logs, we got to go back to here. And so different types of questions that we can deal with. If log base A of B equals 5 and log base A of C is 2, evaluate this. Whoa, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But because I've got product and quotient, what we can do here is I can split that up. Log base A of the square root of B plus log base A of C squared minus log base A of A to the power of negative 4. And now it's all about simplifying B, the square root of B, log base. So this is B to the 1/2 plus all of the rest. And then we're going to use the power rule because I've got an exponent. I can bring that down in front. 1/2 times log base A of B plus, bring the 2 down, of C. minus negative 4 log base A of A. Well, those are going to turn into pluses because subtracting a negative. Well, log base A of B is 5. Log base A of C is 2. Log base A of A is 1. Oh dear. Yeah, well, a half of 5 is 5 over 2. 2 times 2 is 4, which is 8 over 2. A half 4, so that's 8 over 2 as well. 16, 21 over 2. So the trick is splitting it up, getting these parts on their own, and then we just get numbers. And we can kind of do similar things. Log of 72. Express in terms of variables. It's just an activity. Well, I'm going to go over here because 72, 2's and 3's, those are prime numbers. 72 is 8 times 9, I think. 8. Mrs. Monroe would like scream at me for doing it like this because 8 is 2 times 4, 4, and all that. So log of 72 is log of 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Well, based on the multiplication rule, this is log of 2 plus log of 2 plus log of 2 log of 3 log of 3. Well, log of 2 is A. Log of 2 is also A. A. Log of 3 is B. Well, in turn, I've got 3 A's and 2 B's. So these types of questions are use the rules, manipulate stuff. Math, higher math is all about manipulating things and moving things around and using different bits of stuff. All pre-calculus math is designed to get you to calculus, which is if you know all these things to manipulate and what shapes graphs are and all of that, this one's a little bit easier. 2 times 3 times 100. I can manipulate that. Well, log of 2 plus log of 3. Well, log of 2 is A. Log of 3 is B. Log of 100. Uh-oh. If I put the base 10 in there, 10 to what power is 100? 2. And there's nothing else we can do there. So we're going to use different rules. I don't want to be here too long. There's those. Write each expression as in terms of the individual. So this is the same thing that we just did. Log base 7 of x squared. The y is in the numerator. Log base 7 of y. The z's in the denominator. Minus log base 7 of z. I'm going to leave that one. Use the laws to simplify and evaluate. So we kind of have to do things in the opposite order. I'm going to move that back up. Log base 8 of 4 cubed. Log base 8 of 4. Log base 8 of 2. 4 cubed is 4 times 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 64. So I know that's 64. And I'm going to run out of space of 2. Well, now I can multiply all of those together. And I'm going to have to go under here. Log base 8 of 64 times 4 times 2. I can 64 times 8, 512. 512, 8 times 8 is 64 times 8 is 512. So that one equals, all of that business equals 3. Write each expression in as a single logarithm, so you're taking this and going backwards. If log of c equals 3, so this is a product, so this is log of 10, log of c squared, log of 10, and I'll deal with that later, plus 2 log of c. Log of 10 is 1 plus 2 times log of c. Well, log of c is 3. 1 plus 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Same business there. Log of this one, you'd have to move the 2 down. Well, I would expand that. This, oh my gosh, 5 to the power of log base 6 of 9 plus log base 6 of 4. Oh my gosh, I've got a base and a different base. Can we look at this bit on its own? Log base 6 of 9 plus log base 6 of 4. Well, it's a sum, not LG. That's log base 6 of 9 times 4. Log base 6, 9 times 4 is 36. 6 to what power equals 36? 2. Oh, 25. This one you've got A's, so it's going to be slightly different. So that's some that you can practice on. What is meant by the expression? So these are some basic reviews. Why does these two, you, you need to use bend the log, bunny. Why does that equal 7? Well, this is log base e of e to the 7th. Well, equals 7. E to the 7 equals the argument e to the 7. I think I've, oh, if I'm looking at that is going to be an x, but that we kind of don't know. So x equals 7. Same idea there. We've done different ones like this. This one you're going to need 5 root 5. Oh, I like that one. If I move that all inside the radical, squared times 5 is the square root of 125. Log base 5 of, well, this is 5 cubed to the 1/2. Log base 5 of, whoops, why the hell did I put an equal sign in there? Dummy. Log base 5 of Yeah, I just thought of a totally different way to do that as well. 3 halves, log base 5 of 5. Well, that's going to equal 1. Those 3 halves. That one you're probably going to have to find a number to go into there. Oh, that might be one that we'll talk about that one on Wednesday because I haven't shown you how to do that. Simplify the exponent. Move the exponent up. Move the exponent up. 49. That one you have to do a little bit of tricky work. 49 is 7 squared. Log base 7 of 3. Well, you can do something there. Simplify this, figure out what your exponent is. 30 over 6. 30 divided by 6 is, oh, log base 5 of 30 divided by 6 is 5. K equals 1, 2. Arrange from smallest to largest. Rewrite is a single logarithm. Rewrite is individual logarithms, so those are, and then use logs to evaluate. So those are there. I will do answers hopefully this afternoon. If it gets really hot and I want to hide in the basement where it's cold, I'll probably go do those. There's, where was it? That's the only one that I think I have to show you how to do because there's one, it's not a law of logs, it's kind of a property. Um, I like G, that's kind of neat. Um, yeah, so you can try those however many you want. It's up to you. I will put them up, the answers up today or tomorrow. Oh, look at all of you wonderful people. Um, we'll look at, there's one little bit kind of that we'll do on Thursday. Next week, I have to go back to the school, but the first week, we're only going 1 day a week. So I have no idea what day that is. Um, but I will make sure I'm at school for 9 o'clock. And whether they want me to do crap or not, I've got to go through and meet you guys. So for me, the best day would be Wednesday, but whatever. When they send me an email that says you need to come to school on Tuesday, I'll begrudgingly say, okay, I'll go to school on Tuesday. Um, but we'll go from there. And we'll look at the last kind of outcome after this is 11, which is solving equations, which there was one question we did way back when we did exponential growth. What would be the population or whatever after so many days? The other question is how many days will it take to get to a particular population? So to solve for the exponent, now we have the inverse of an exponential, which is a log, and we'll be able to solve those. And like we could do days and days and days worth of stuff on those. I'm sure there'll be a couple things that we'll have to kind of jump back and look at a couple different things. But we are getting close to the end. I will like have an assignment for RF10 and 11. And once all of those kind of get in and I can start checking boxes, I've said it a couple times. If we've had 7 assignments, I don't know how many it is. and you've got 5 of them done, even if you haven't done all of one of them, well, submit a couple questions because then it's a little bit easier for me to say, well, Brody deserves the credit. Oh no, RF89, nothing. Yeah, that's where I got slack. Trig identities were good. As I mean, if you've done, what did I say? There'll be one more assignment. Yeah. Um, so that will be 5. If you've done 3 or 4 or 5 of them, I'm probably going to say, yeah, you deserve a credit. If you've only done one of them, even if you've participated and watched, I need to have something to say, oh, so and so did work. They may have been there every day, but I have to have, just in case somebody comes and says, why does this person have a credit and this person doesn't? Well, Amy and Carly and Lauren were here every day, but they didn't do any assignments. I can't do much, but if you've done, and Amy and Carly and Lauren, I assume, have all of their assignments in because I know all 3 of you and you have all of your assignments in. I hope.
I only passed in one, so I'm not that good.
Oh, well, you got a little bit of time.
Okay.
I hope so. I just picked you randomly. Like there was no, I wasn't trying to be. Oh my gosh, make anyone feel bad. If you're perfectly all right to sit and watch and not submit anything. So this is a giant.
You after that last one then?
Why? Which one?
The very last one. If I did everyone up to this point, I could still get credit if I did the last one.
Technically, yes. You mean the one that I haven't assigned yet?
Well, no, there's one assigned for like June 3rd or something.
Yeah, and there's gonna be one more after that for law of logs and solving equations. So there will be one more. I would prefer it if you have, the more you have, the easier, because I could get to school and they could say, well, how many assignments did you give? 5. Okay, well they have to do 4 or 5 of them. So just to cover, because I don't know what they're gonna tell me because you guys have gotten probably more stuff from the school than I have. So it is teacher discretion apparently, but it's teacher and principal. So I could get there and say they could say no, they have to have all of their assignments done. I will have more information next week, and you have until, even though like I'm going to assign them to be due, like the last one will probably be, I'll assign it for the 8th, but technically everything has to be in by the 12th. So that's kind of the end date. And if you have everything in by the 12th, then you're good because technically, well, your exam would be the 8th. Oh gosh, or the 12th, I think. I can't remember when no, yeah, 12 was the other one. So that would be the end of exams. Then that's grad week, and then report card day would be then. I don't know how they're doing any of that. I wish I had more information. They might have told me, but I have ignored it. But so if you want to do some practice on this stuff, the more practice you do, but I'm going to stop here now and I'll go through and fill it out and submit it. If I don't have it up tomorrow, someone remind me, hey, are you going to do that? And I'll make sure I have answers up for tomorrow. Sound good? Nope. I don't know. I'm just trying to make things work. If not, have a good day. Enjoy the heat if you get heat there. I don't know what's going on. We'll see you all on Thursday. Bye.